electrolytes. Definition: solute. A solute is any substance which is dissolved in a solvent. It may be solid, liquid, or gaseous. Solvent. A solvent is any substance in which a solute dissolves. Solution. A solution is a result in which a solute is dissolved in a solvent. It is homogeneous mixture of solute and solvent. An example is salt plus water equals to salt solution. The most common solvent is water, which dissolved in many organic salts, sugar, and alcohol. Saturated solution. A saturated solution at a particular temperature is one which can dissolve no more solute at that temperature in the presence of the catalyst of the solute. Solubility. This is expressed in terms of mole per dm cube, and it is defined as the number of moles of solute that forms a saturated solution in 1 dm cube. By definition, solubility of salt is given by solubility equals to mass of salt over molar mass times 100 cm cube of solvent or solution over volume of solvent or solution. Example 1. When 50 cm cube of a saturated solution of sugar, molar mass 342.0 gram at 40 degrees centigrade was evaporated to dryness, 34.2 gram of dry solid was obtained. What is the solubility of sugar of 40 cm cube? Solution. Mass of dry solid is equal to 34.2 gram. Volume of saturated solution is equal to 50 cm cube. Molar mass of sugar is equal to 342.0 gram. But solubility is equal to mass of sugar over molar mass times 1000 cm cube of solvent or solution over volume of solution. Solubility of sugar at 40 degrees centigrade is equal to 34.2 over 342 times 1000 over 50, which will give us 2 mole per dm cube of solution. Example 2. In an experiment to determine the solubility of a given salt, you are given the following data. Mass of empty dish equals to 7.16 gram. Mass of dish plus saturated solution of salt Y equals to 17.85. Mass of dish plus salt Y equals to 9.30 gram. Temperature of solution equals to 20 degrees centigrade. Molar mass of Y equals to 1000. Density of solution of Y equals to 1.00 gram per cm cube. Calculate the solubility of salt Y in Ig gram per dm cube of solution, II mole per dm cube of solution. Solution. Mass of saturated solution is equal to 17.85 minus 7.16, giving us 10.69 gram. Mass of dry salt equal to 9.30 minus 7.16, giving us 2.14 gram. Density of solution of Y equals to 1.00 gram per cm cube. Volume of solution of Y equals to 10.69 cm cube. Molar mass of salt Y equals to 1000. 10.69 cm cube of solution contains 2.14 gram. Therefore, 1000 cm cube of solution will contain 1000 over 10.69 times 2.14, giving us 200.18 gram. Therefore, solubility of salt Y at 20 degrees centigrade in gram per dm cube is equal to 200.18 gram. But solubility of salt is equal to mass of salt over molar mass times 1000 cm cube of solution over volume of solution. Therefore, solubility of salt while at 20 degrees centigrade in 1000 dsm per meter cube is equals to 2.14 over 1000 times 1000 cm cube cm over 10.69, which is giving us 2.00 mole per dm cube. Example 3. 1.06 gram of sample of potassium triiosochlorate KCl2O3 was required to make a saturated solution with 10 cm cube of water at 25 degrees centigrade. Calculate the solubility of the salt at 25 degrees, taking potassium to be 39, chlorate to be 35.5, oxygen to be 16. Solution. Mass of potassium triiosochlorate 5 KClO3 is equal to 3.06 gram. Molar mass of potassium triiosochlorate 5 is equal to 39 for potassium plus 35.5 for chlorine plus 3 times 16 for oxygen, which will give us 122.5 gram. 10 cm cube of water saturated 3.06 gram of potassium triiosochlorate at 25 degrees centigrade. Therefore, 1000 cm cube of water will dissolve 1000 over 100 times 3.06 over 122.5 of potassium triiosochlorate. Thus, in moles, 1000 over 100 times 3.06 over 122.5 of potassium triiosochlorate at 25 degrees centigrade, which is equals to 2.5 mole of potassium triiosochlorate, where solubility in mole per dm cube is equal to mass of salt over molar mass times 1000 cm cube of solvent over volume of solvent. Therefore, solubility of potassium triiosochlorate 5 at 25 degrees centigrade is equal to 5.50 mole per dm cube. Example 4. The solubility of copper 2 tetraoxosulfate 6 is 90 gram in 1 dm cube of water at 100 degrees centigrade and 30 gram at 40 degrees centigrade. Calculate the mass of the salt which will crystallize out if 60 gram of copper 2 tetraoxosulfate 6 solution saturated at 100 degrees centigrade were cooled to 40 degrees centigrade, assuming density of 1 gram of water to be 1.00 gram per cm cube.